What's up, YouTube friends? Before we jump into practice today, hi, welcome. My name is Madison. So honored to practice with you from wherever you're practicing from. And if you would like an opportunity to practice with me a little bit more regularly, more regular uploads, I also upload to a platform that is subscription based. It's $40 monthly, or we have a year option as well that makes the monthly price a little bit cheaper. And I upload content there pretty regularly. We also have some other class styles. We have some Pilates classes on there, some other teachers as well. And if you're interested in practicing a little bit more regularly with me, the link is listed in my bio. It is called Seek Everywhere. But if you're joining from YouTube and this is what works for you, either way you're practicing with me, it is such an honor to share this practice with you, and I'm so excited that you're here. Hi friends, welcome to practice. This is going to be a steady flow that's meant to be kind of fluid, flowy, feel good. We will still build a little bit of heat through our movement, but really just kind of fluid flowing around. If you have a block available at home, it might come in handy for some of our balance work, but definitely not required. And join me in a child's pose to start. And before you settle into your child's pose, you might just kind of shift, wiggle into the hips. And then bringing knees wide, big toes to touch. Extend the arms long, resting your forehead down to the mat, to the ground. Remember, same thing, you might kind of shimmy side to side, wiggling into the hips or the spine before you really settle into stillness. And then landing in stillness, finding length through the fingertips, reaching all the way from fingertips down to your tailbone. So finding a lot of space in the spine. Imagining that your spine is an inch longer than it really is. Imagining space between the vertebrae. Settling into stillness, into your breath. And using this as a way to really arrive into your practice. Keeping the spine long, keeping the breath soft. Walk the hands over to the right. Possible you even come off of the edge of your mat. Possible that you place your left palm on top of the right and then pull your left armpit down. Think of pulling your left hip back into place, feeling a lot of length into the left side. Take one more breath. Walk the hands back through center and then over off the left side of your mat. Possible that you place the right palm onto the left hand and then a subtle pull of the right armpit down and the right hip back. Again, just feeling that length all the way into the right side body. One more breath. Walk the hands back through center. Take an inhale to tent up onto the fingertips. Lift the forearms from the ground. On your exhale, root the palms down, press the hips back just a little bit more. Shifting into a tabletop position. Keep the knees a little bit wider here and then start to make circles through the hips, drawing big circles down toward your heels, all the way back around, going in one direction. Feeling into the hip joint, feeling into the spine a little bit. And then switch directions. Making your way back into a neutral spine. Pull the knees in so they're right underneath your hips now. With an inhale, tilt your pelvis, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your pelvis round through your back, push the floor away. Inhale, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, space between the shoulder blades. You could continue with your cat-cow, where you might explore some different shapes and movements in your spine and your hips. Anything that feels good, anything your body's craving. And let's take 2 more rounds of breath. End of your second exhale, make your way back into stillness. Keep your left hand rooted on an inhale. Twist your right fingertips up and open. With your exhale, thread underneath the left armpit, but hover your arm, head, shoulder. Inhale, twist up and open. Exhale again, thread underneath the left arm. One more time, inhale, open up. Exhale, thread and reach. Possible you reach just a little bit further this time. And then inhale to open up your arm. You might take a couple of rolls through the right wrist. And then reach that right arm toward the top of your mat. Extend your left leg long behind you, coming into your spinal balance. Hug the ribs, the belly button in slightly. Take another in breath. With your exhale, pull your elbow to your knee, round through your back. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract the abs. 1 more time, lengthen arm and leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend arm and leg long. And then return to your tabletop position. With your inhale, left arm sweeps up and open. On your exhale, thread underneath the right arm, but hover your arm, head, shoulder. Inhale to twist open. Exhale to reach, kind of wringing out at the ribs. 1 more just like that. And this time as you meet with that left arm up and open, you might take a couple of rolls through that left wrist, letting any pops happen. I'm not sure if the mic is picking that up, but my wrist is definitely popping and cracking. And then extend your left arm toward the top of your mat. Extend your right leg back. Take an inhale. With your exhale, pull your elbow and your knee to meet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 1 more time. Extending arm and leg long. Back to your tabletop position. We'll make our way into our first down dog of practice, tucking onto your toes. Send your hips high as you land in your down dog. Any movements that would feel good. Pedal the feet. Sway the head. You could rock from a plank to a down dog. At the end of your next exhale, make your way into stillness. With an inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet, lifting the hips a little higher. On your out breath, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Soften your left knee down. Inhale to sweep the fingertips up, finding your Anjaneyasana. Half split with your exhale. You could airplane the arms behind you, or they could always land down to the mat or to some props. With your inhale, come back to your Anjaneyasana, that low lunge. Let the left hip descend. Forward fold to the top of the mat. Left foot meets the right. Lift your spine up halfway. Nice flat back. Pull the shoulder blades back. Fold on the exhale. Release the head, the neck. Lead with your chest. Sweep your arms up all the way to a high mountain. Catch onto your left wrist. Exhale, pull up and over to the right. Coming back through center on the inhale. Hinge from your hips. Fold back down. Halfway lift on the in-breath. Plant your palms. Step back into your plank pose. Vinyasa, or skip it. You can always head straight to down dog. Landing in down dog, it's an inhale to lift up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale to step your left foot to the top of your mat. Let your right knee soften, and on an inhale, sweep the fingertips high. With your out breath, rock to your half split. Again, your variation with the arms straightening through the left leg. Inhale, bend the left knee, let the right hip descend. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold, release the head, the neck. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up all the way to a high mountain. Get your right wrist this time and exhale, pull up and over to the left, push the hips to the right. High mountain with the breath in. Hinge from the hips to dive back down. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step or float to your plank pose. And again, we'll meet back in down dog. You can take a vinyasa, or you can always skip them. Landing in your down dog, it's an inhale to lift up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale to step your right foot to the top of your mat. Let your left knee soften. Inhale to your Anjaneyasana. Exhale to your half split, your variation with the arms. Back through your low lunge on the inhale.
With your forward fold, this time you're gonna step your left foot behind the right, kind of crossing the feet, crossing the ankles. Keep that root into your big toe, pinky toe, heel. Lift up halfway, so squeezing the inner thighs, soft bend in the knees. Exhale to fold. Lead with your chest, really push again into big toe, pinky toe, heel of both feet. At the top of your high mountain, catch your left wrist, pull up and over to the right. Back through center on the in-breath. Hinge from the hips, fold back down. As you lift up halfway, uncross the feet, placing them about hip-width distance. Fold forward, plant the palms, step or float. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Inhale to lift up onto the balls of the feet. Step your left foot to the top of your mat, soften the right knee down. Inhale to your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Rock to your half split, any variation with the arms. Back through your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. This time as you come to your forward fold, right foot crosses behind the left. Lift up halfway, that soft bend in the knees. Fold on the exhale. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up high mountain. Catch your right wrist at the top and pull up and over to the left. Back through center. Folding back down. As you lift up halfway, you unwind the feet. And then plant the palms, step or float to your plank. Chaturanga, skip it. We meet in down dog. Landing in your down dog. This time with your inhale, sweep the right leg high, single leg dog. With your exhale, pull your knee to your nose, round through your back, tiger curl, and then step the right foot all the way through. Left knee lands, inhale to your Anjaneyasana. Keep your left toes tucked here. Rock to your half split. Back through your low lunge. Again, left toes are tucked. Airplane pyramid, lift the left knee from the ground, straighten the right leg as you sweep the fingertips to the back wall. So you're reaching your chest forward as if you could bring your rib cage to your thighs. Slight lift of the head of the gaze. Take one more breath. All the way to a high mountain. Bend your right knee to shift the weight forward. Left foot meets the right at the top of the mat. Catch onto your left wrist. Step your left foot behind the right, off the right edge of your mat. So you're in this kind of cross-leg stance. And then pull up and over to the right. Now all of your weight comes into the right foot. Staff pose. Left knee lifts up to your chest. Open your left knee off to the side. You can always take your left hand down to your knee if you need a little bit of assistance here. We're going to journey all the way to a warrior two. So hinging at your hips, open up your left hip, chest, shoulder. Start to bend that right leg as you land the left foot to the back of the mat, opening your arms off to a T. Subtle pull of your left chest and shoulder back. Now you're going to keep your hips fairly rooted, but start to sweep that left arm all the way to the top of the mat so your chest will turn, reaching your left hand to meet your right. And then you're gonna pull that left arm back, kind of like you're drawing a bow and arrow, all the way into a reverse warrior, left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over. We're gonna do that a couple of times. Back to your warrior two. Sweep the left hand forward, like you're drawing a bow and arrow, all the way to your reverse warrior. One more time, back to warrior two. Sweep the left arm out in front of you. Start to draw that bow and arrow, reach all the way to your reverse warrior. Take a triangle pose, straighten your right leg, reaching either toward your shin, the ground, or a prop if you've got one. Take one more breath here. Reverse triangle, reach all the way up and back. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame your front foot, stepping into your plank. Chaturanga, vinyasa, or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. Take an inhale to sweep the left leg high, single leg dog. With your exhale, pull your knee to your nose around through your back. Step your left foot all the way through, softening the right knee down. Inhale to your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. To your half split, keep your right toes tucked if they aren't already. Back to your low lunge, letting the left knee bend, right hip descend. Lift the right knee, airplane pyramid, straighten the left leg. Fingertips to the back as you're reaching your rib cage towards your thigh.
And then again, just a subtle lift of the chest and of the gaze. Take one more breath. High mountain, bend your left knee to shift the weight forward. Right foot meets the left. Catch onto your right wrist. Step the right leg behind the left off the left edge of your mat. Pull up and over, so feeling that length down the right side body. Now we take all of our weight to our left leg into your staff pose. Pull your right knee up into your chest. Right knee opens off to the side. Again, you can always use the hand here if that feels a little bit more supportive today. To our warrior two, opening up your hip, your chest, your shoulder. Think of hinging on the left hip. Start to bend the left knee to land the right toes to the back of the mat. You can always adjust the stance if needed. Arms extend long to a T, and again, you're gonna keep your hips relatively stable here. Start to sweep that right arm forward, your chest rotates. Pull the right elbow back all the way to your reverse warrior. 2 more times, landing in our warrior two to start. Sweep the right arm forward to meet the left. Draw that right elbow back, coming all the way into your reverse warrior. 1 more time, warrior two. Sweeping the right hand forward. Draw that elbow back all the way into your reverse warrior. Triangle pose, straightening left leg, tipping your upper body forward, reaching to shin, floor, prop, whatever works. Take 1 more breath here. Really root down into both feet. Think of pulling your hips back, your right chest and shoulder open. Reverse your triangle, reaching left hand all the way up and back. Cartwheel the palms down, stepping into your plank, vinyasa. We meet in down dog. Inhale to sweep the right leg high. This time bend your knee, open up your hip. Thinking of that length all the way from your armpit to your knee. Take another inhale. With your exhale, tiger curl, round through your back, pulling your knee towards your forehead. Step the right leg all the way through. Keep your left knee lifted this time, crescent lunge, stacking shoulders on top of hips. To your airplane pyramid, straighten through the right leg, reach the fingertips to the back wall. All the way to our staff pose, bend your right knee to shift the weight forward, pulling left knee up to your chest. Again, we open the left knee off to the side, with or without the assistance of the hands. Finding our warrior two, hinging onto the right hip. Extend your left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Bend the right knee as you land. We're gonna switch things up just a little bit, but our forward reach stays the same. So start to draw that left arm forward to meet the right. As you draw that left arm back, triangle pose, straighten the right leg, tip the upper body forward. Back into our warrior two. Again, left arm sweeps forward to meet the right. Start to pull that left arm back and then landing in your triangle, straighten the right leg. 1 more time, just like that. Left arm sweeps forward. Pull that elbow back, lean all the way into your triangle pose. Reverse your triangle, reaching all the way up and back with the right hand. Wide forward fold, turn your right foot parallel to meet the left, folding your forehead all the way down. Now lift your spine up halfway. Extend the arms long out in front of you and then cross the right arm over the left. So kind of at the elbows, you're finding this cross. Right arm over the left. And then reach the hips back. Let your head kind of fall in between the forearms, in between the elbows, the biceps, really wherever the head lands. Now root down either into the palms or up onto the fingertips. Bend your right knee. Open up your chest, your armpit to the right. So you're looking to the top of your mat, kind of looking underneath that right armpit. And then straighten the leg, fold the chest back through center. Again, bend the right knee. Open up your chest, your armpit, your gaze toward the top of the mat. And then straighten through the right leg, back through center. 1 more time, bending the knee, open up the chest, hang out here. Again, you could be on the palms, you might even tent up onto the fingertips. I have my left palm flat, but I'm tented up onto the right fingertips here. Take 1 more breath. Start to crawl to the top of the mat, framing your front foot. Left hand lands, right fingertips go up, revolved lunge. Soften your left knee down to the mat. Modified side plank, left foot swivels off to the left edge of your mat, right leg goes long. Option to take a bind here, curling your heel toward your glute. You're catching your foot with your hand.
a little kick of the foot into the hand, a pull of the hand back into the foot. Take one more breath. Gently release, extend arm and leg long. Making your way into your plank pose, vinyasa. We meet in down dog. It's an inhale to sweep your left leg high, bend your knee and open up your hip as you go. Take another inhale. With your exhale, pull your knee to your nose, round through your back, tiger curl. Step the left foot all the way through. Right knee stays lifted this time, crescent lunge. Sweep the fingertips high. Airplane pyramid, straighten the left leg, sweep the fingertips to the back. All the way to our staff pose. So bend your left knee to shift the weight forward. Right knee meets the chest. Opening the right knee off to the side. Starting to journey to our warrior two. Bend the left knee as you land the right foot. Again, we're switching up that little bow and arrow movement slightly. Start to sweep the right hand forward to meet the left. As you draw that right elbow back, you straighten the left leg, finding your triangle pose, gaze up toward that top hand. Back into our warrior two. Right arm reaches forward to meet the left. Draw that right elbow back, lean forward into your triangle pose. Back to warrior two. Last time, reach the right hand forward. Pull the elbow back, leaning into your triangle pose, gazing up toward that top hand. Reverse your triangle, reach all the way up and over. To your wide forward fold, turn the feet parallel, reaching the forehead down toward the mat. Lift the spine up halfway. Hands reach out in front of you. This time you're gonna go left arm on top of the right. So you're kind of crossing at the forearms or the elbows, and then let the head kind of rest and hang heavy in between the arms. Again, you can tend onto the fingertips. You can have the palms down. With an inhale, bend your left knee, rotate and look underneath the left armpit. And then straighten through the leg, folding the forehead, the chest back through center. And then again, bend the left knee, open up the gaze. And straighten through the leg, forehead and chest back through center. One more time, bending your left knee. And again, I have my right palm down, but I'm tending up onto the left fingertips. And we're gonna hang out here, looking underneath the left armpit. I think this feels so good in the side body and in the upper back. We start to turn to our low lunge at the top of the mat, or our revolve lunge rather, turning left toes forward. Plant the right hand, twist left fingertips high. Right knee softens down. Pivot the right toes off the right edge of your mat to extend your left leg long. Option to take a bind here, curling your heel toward your glute. Think of that kind of push-pull energy that happens here. Activation to support length and opening. And then we meet in a plank pose, vinyasa, or straight to down dog, whatever you prefer. Landing in our down dog, inhale, sweep the right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Exhale, tiger curl round through your spine, step your right foot all the way through. Coming up to your crescent lunge with your in-breath. To your airplane pyramid, straighten your right leg, sweep the fingertips back. Staff pose, bend the right knee to shift the weight forward into that leg, pull your left knee up to your chest. We're gonna make our way to a half moon rather than a warrior two this time. Opening up your left hip and chest. As you hinge onto the right hip, you extend the left leg long. Right hand might come all the way down to the ground. You might hover the right fingertips. Perhaps you have a block or a prop here. You can hang out with the left leg long, or option to curl your left heel toward your glute, catching your foot with the left hand. Whatever variation you want to land in here. Take one more breath. We meet in our warrior two. Bending into your right knee, land your left foot to the back of the mat. Sweep the left arm to meet the right. Pull that left arm back into your triangle pose, tip the upper body forward. Reverse triangle. Pivot to your wide forward fold. Again, extend the arms long out in front of you. Right arm crosses on top of the left and then reach the hips back. Head between your arms. Just one time, bend your right knee, open up toward the top of your mat, look underneath your right armpit. You could hang out here just like we did before, or you might take the right arm all the way off of the ground, reaching it up toward the ceiling. Still bending into that right knee, take one more breath. Turning to the top of the mat, plant your left hand, right arm up toward the ceiling, revolve lunge. Land your left knee, modified side plank, extend the right leg long. Switching things up, plant your right knee next to your left. So you're coming all the way into a kneeling position, shoulders on top of hips. Now take your right hand either to your right heel or you can press your knuckles into your sacrum. Half camel, push the hips forward, left arm reaches up. Think of squeezing the glutes here, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take one more inhale. Slowly restack the spine, hug the ribs in. Back to your modified side plank, left hand lands, right leg lifts. Into your plank pose, vinyasa, or go straight to down dog. Inhale to sweep your left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Tiger curl, pull your knee to your nose, round through your spine and step all the way through. Coming up to your high crescent with the breath in. To your airplane pyramid, straighten through the front leg, reach the fingertips back. Staff pose, bend your knee to shift all of your weight to your left leg. Again, we're gonna journey to our half moon this time. As you open up your right hip, chest, leg extends long, left hand might land to a prop to the floor. You could play with hovering the left fingertips. You could hang out with the leg extended long, or you might take that same bind, curling your heel toward your glute. Any variation that you're craving. One more breath. Landing in our warrior two. Bend the left knee to land the right toes to the back of the mat. Just one time, sweep the right arm forward to meet the left. Driving into your triangle pose by straightening through the left leg. Right arm goes up, left hand down. Reverse triangle. Turn your feet parallel, wide forward fold. Lift up halfway, extend the arms long. This time we're going left arm on top of the right, and then let the head kind of fall in between the arms, hips reach back. Just one time, bend your left knee, turn your chest toward the top of the mat, look underneath the left armpit. And again, you can hang out right here, or you might play with lifting the left arm all the way up toward the ceiling. Whatever variation you'd like. Take one more breath. Turning to our revolve lunge, left toes forward, right hand lands, left fingertip still up toward the ceiling. Land the right knee, modified side plank, left leg goes long. Now we land left knee next to the right. First we stack shoulders on top of hips. Left hand comes down to your left heel, or again you could reach your knuckles to your sacrum. Half camel, drive the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, activate through your glutes here. So you're not leaning back, but you're reaching your hips all the way toward the edge of your mat that's furthest from you. Take one more inhale. First, you restack your spine, hug the ribs in. Modified side plank, extend the left leg long. Plank pose, vinyasa, or skip it. This will be our last one of class. Landing in a down dog. Take a breath in. Walk your feet to your hands, coming to the top of your mat, finding a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. You might sway side to side or a little bounce up and down. One more breath. Slowly making your way into a seat. And then bring your feet together, knees apart. I like to just kind of wrap my hands around my ankles here, but you could wrap around your feet, whatever works. Think of kind of pulling your chest forward first. So you've got this nice length in your spine. And then hinge at your hips to lean forward. You might even be able to kind of drive your elbows down into the knees. Or maybe that doesn't feel so good in the body. Couple breaths here, just opening up into the hips.
Let's take one more breath. Gently restack the spine. Keep your feet as they are, but make your way down onto your back. So you're still in that butterfly shape with the legs. Now you might just hang out here, or option to push so much into the knife edge of your feet and then push your feet together that you lift the hips up into this kind of butterfly bridge. Keep abs and glutes active here, but you're feeling that opening into the hips, the inner thighs a little bit. One more breath. Drop the hips if they're lifted. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock side to side a couple times. Massaging low back, tailbone, sacrum. We're gonna head into shavasana pretty much right away, keeping this class a little bit shorter, but of course, as always, if there's any last shapes or movements you want, it's always encouraged that you take whatever speaks to you, whatever would help you round out and complete your practice. As you feel ready to land in your shavasana, extending your legs, your arms long, or of course any other variation you'd like. A few moments to land in stillness. Allow the body to feel soft here, but also heavy into the ground. Letting tension slip away if you notice any. Letting your mind also fall into stillness. And spending as much time as you have in this space, this integration period of practice. And let it feel like a sacred part of the practice. And I will leave you here. When you're ready to transition out of this posture, take your time, there's no rush, slowly make your way to a seat. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. It's such an honor to move with you. And I look forward to catching you in another practice soon.